Testimony in the manslaughter trial of Officer Randall Kerrick will pick back up again in just a few hours.
The jury has a lot to think about after being presented with a piece of evidence that left a lot to the imagination. This right here. Eyewitness News reporter Blake Hansen has more on this drawing by a medical examiner that shows Jonathan Ferrell on top of Kerrick moments before Officer Kerrick fired those deadly shots.
The evidence has limits. If you imagine this is the bullet trajectory, all we know is that where the gun was in relation to Jonathan Ferrell's body. The medical examiner could not say if the bodies were positioned close to each other or on the ground, but he did say it was possible. It's a diagram that could spur many interpretations during this trial. A medical examiner's sketch shows, in his opinion, it was possible Jonathan Ferrell was on top of Officer Randall Kerrick, reaching for his gun when several of the shots were fired. A scenario for what we couldn't see just out of the view of the dash cam video.
Not made to represent what happened, but it's a possibility.
Of the 10 shots, 9 struck Jonathan Ferrell's torso. 1 hit the arm. Medical examiner Thomas Owens couldn't say the order they were fired, but using angles believed they were fired in 3 groups. He said one group was fired while Ferrell could have been leaning at a forward angle, but possibly still standing, while 2 of those groups could have been fired from the ground. The defense also asked if the evidence proved Ferrell reached for the gun. Owens said it's not completely clear.
Unless he's really reaching way out, then he's not going to rotate enough.
And even if Ferrell reached for the gun, prosecutors questioned whether there was anything nefarious about it, or whether it was just self-defense.
Whatever action they chose to defend themselves with, they would be capable of for that period of time until they lost consciousness completely.
Again, Owens' sketches were just that, although it was consistent with how some of the shots were fired. You can bet there are going to be other theories. We do not know who will take the stand in the morning, with many key players, including the 3rd officer at the scene, yet to testify. At the Mecklenburg County Courthouse, Blake Hansen, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.